Hey, what's going on, geeks? Maximus is here, and welcome back to another Outer Worlds stream. Now, in the last edition, we finally got enough money to afford a parking pass for this
Hey,
planet we need to
that
smuggle
pad
onto.
down there, with the lights off, there are people unloading a ship.
Probably another sublight
Not talking to
contract.
me, okay? I thought that random NPC was talking to me. But before we head out to continue the primary mission, Pavardi said that she wanted to talk to some engineer lady in the engineering section of... Okay, why is it doing that? Very cool. Stop doing that. I want to sprint. I don't want to pull out my scythe. We're gonna see if we can find this engineer. Maybe it's under the quest. Maybe it's like a... Let's see. No, companion quest. There we go. So let's see. What the heck is that? Oh, it's Spacer's Choice, dude. Alright. Junlei Tennyson. Any relation to a certain cartoon character from the 2000s? Hello? It's staring into my soul and I don't like it. I'm backing away now. Goodbye, Mr. Greasy. Oh, that's a door, okay. Let's just see...
Are those
Okay.
SF-411s?
Maybe.
And an old Yakita 37? You think they'd let me peek at the power plant?
I don't know. Maybe if you ask nicely.
Junlei Tennyson. I'm captain around here, but chief to my friends. Hope you don't mind the formal introduction. Groundbreaker doesn't see many visitors.
Okay.
No, it isn't. It's a mess. But it's my mess, so I'll take the compliment. Just so we understand each other, I'm the final word on the ship. The Mardits, the crew, the engineers, their family. I hope there won't be any problems while you're visiting.
Shouldn't be. Unless there's a guy named Texas Red on board.
Good. Don't go making trouble, and chances are you won't find any. That's how I like it here. So what brings you to Groundbreaker? I'm curious, even though 9 times out of 10 the answer's just passing through. Interesting. The powers that be paint an ugly picture of Monarch. Critters and such. Maybe someone in the promenade can get you the right weapon for the job. We see a lot of the same faces coming and going. Most of them board spies and corporate sprats. Makes it hard to trust outsiders. You seem different, so welcome aboard.
Yeah, let's get Pavardi into this.
What? I didn't think you just...
Parvati, is it? That's a lovely name. What can I do for you?
I was just thinking, I haven't got much experience working with actual, real spaceships, Miss Junlei. Chief Junlei.
Junlei is fine.
Okay. Since you run a whole space station, I was wondering if... Well, maybe you could teach me some things. I could message you later, maybe?
I'd be happy to make the time, Parvati. You can ask me anything.
Silently encourage, or... Okay, I guess it's time, so I'm just gonna say this.
Right. In person. Sure thing, Captain. Wow, great. I'll do that then. Messages. Later. Oh, your name's pretty too. I should have said... Sorry. I like it.
I ship it.
Honest. Sorry. Couldn't have done it without your moral support, Captain.
Now, if there's nothing else, there are other parts of the ship begging for my attention. Groundbreaker's radiators need replacement parts. They're dumping superheated air into my ship. Only the board has access to new parts, and I won't let them swindle me into a corner. They want us to sweat, thinking that'll soften me up for a bad faith deal. If you'll excuse me, they can go fuck themselves.
Okay.
The board isn't helping, and my resources are spread thin. If I don't get those radiators back online, Groundbreaker, everyone on board, will be cooked alive. Reasonable, huh? That's the best news I've heard all day. According to my grandmother's old schematics, the parts we need should be in the back bays. I keep diligent records of station repairs, requisitions, and available assets, just like my grandmother taught me. The station's radiators haven't changed since her time, and her records say the parts should be there. I trust them. Hold on. There's something you should know before you go charging off. The back bays are on a lower deck, long abandoned and a haven for miscreants now. Good. Once you've obtained the parts, we can proceed to the next phase of repairs.
Alright, has this automatically set up in my quest thing? Not what I was looking for. Alright, let's do this.
This is Headstone News. We interrupt your regularly scheduled advertisement for the following story.
What's up?
Jock announced a breakthrough in weapons technology today. Their top scientists have developed the...
Okay, I don't care. So we need to go find some parts in the back bays and deal with some miscreants. But, you know, we've dealt with rogue robots before, we dealt with raptidons and weird attack dogs, so I think we can handle some edgy teenagers.
Who there? Hey, McRed, were you expecting any company?
A
They're-
neighbor from above approaches our realm. Back away now, or you'll parley with the king.
Let's talk to you.
Look at this ripe piece of meat just sizzling on the grill. Huh.
Yum yum.
Yum yum. Time to feed the flames.
It's nothing personal. Promise.
Is this what carbon monoxide poisoning looks like? I don't think this deck is too well ventilated.
You came with the crew. Welcome. We got plenty of space to spread out, but only room for one captain.
It ain't you.
Woo! Look at the courage on this one. Lay it on me, boss. Give me a taste of that fiery primal spirit.
That's right, sir. Just the parts. We'll be in and out in a jiff. You won't even know we were here.
Tennyson just keeps feeding the furnace, don't she? We're still playing with her last sacrifice out back, with the crew. You don't just ask a king for a favor when you're standing in his court. You bring tribute, sacrifices, prophecy, shit like that. Under its skin, this ship is all poison and darkness. Lead bones, asbestos muscle. Maybe you're right. You've got the run of the kingdom. Up those stairs, you'll find the parts. My crew won't get in your way.
Excellent. Honestly, as fun as it is to just beat the crap out of things,
Old Mrs. Helpful pipes.
it's sometimes even more satisfying to be able just to lie your way through things. Up the stairs, up the stairs. Not Scythe. I don't know why it draws your weapon every time you hit sprint.
Cozy.
Yes, cozy. So, hold up. This looks like the ship where my colonists were all Vault 111'd. Can I wear this? No? Okay. I hope there's something like power armor in this game. That'd be kind of cool. Hello, people. Not where I need to be. It says up. You know, knowing me, I'm probably just wandering by the entrance over and over and over again.
Look, Red gave me a taste of the good stuff. I've been tripping for days.
Okay, probably this way.
You'll end up as crazy as he is.
Yeah.
It takes crazy to live in this.
Alright.
Wake up. There's no such thing as pizza. It's all open-faced pasta. You've been getting into the body.
Lay's gonna be pleased as pie when we show her these.
Please, just pie. That's a new one. Take this crap and get out. I find a lot of armor parts, just not enough weapon parts to keep me happy. So time to head on back up. So the early 2200s, they sent out spaceships. So if we were to consider this, you know, part of the same universe as Fallout, what country would still be, you know, stable enough after the Great War to launch spacecraft? Let's actually think about that for a second. What country, if this is in the same continuity as Fallout, who would be the nation to send stuff into space? Well, firstly, there's already the theory that the Enclave had a space base and had something set up on the moon. I'm just gonna put the controller down for a second and okay, back away from that so I don't have that dialogue in the way. I'm just going to sit this down and just theorize for a second, then we'll get right back to it. So we have the theory that the Enclave had a space base, had a base on the moon, and there's also the technically not canon game Van Buren, which was the canceled Fallout 3, where it was revealed, or would be revealed, that all the Vault Tech experiments, all the vaults, were experiments to see how people would deal with in space. So it seems like if this were to be continuity of Fallout, then the Enclave would have been one of the 10 groups that sent stuff into space. But then there's also 9 more groups of people. So either the Great War in the Outer Worlds is completely different than the Great War in the Fallout timeline, because both were catastrophic events on Earth, which both seem like nuclear war in a way. I don't know. I'm just guessing here, but either they're two different things, or somehow some part of the world had enough groups or enough people and technology left over for 10 groups to start sending stuff into space again. I don't know, I'm just theorizing. Let's get this piece of machinery turned in.
You've returned, and in one piece. Color me impressed. Good work. I'll take those. I need you to head through the large door at the far end of engineering. Take the elevator down into the machinery shaft. There's a terminal in the back. Activate it when I call over the ship's PA. And bring weapons. There's a slight mantipillar infestation.
Ew.
Don't worry, Miss Junlei. We'll be super gentle with the ship. You don't got a thing to worry about. I mean, aside from fires and such.
Which we won't
I'm
cause.
genuinely heartened to hear that. Thank you.
But again, okay, enough with your news. Oh, and I'm not supposed to go this way. There's another elevator I'm supposed to take. Okay. So again, either the Great Wars are two different things, or it just wasn't as bad as we all thought.
Controls are in the back of the machinery shaft area. Keep clear of the radiators. You don't need to kill the manticore, but I'd be mighty grateful if you did. I've got this thing about dying.
Oh, ew. What is that? You good? Oh, sorry, Privardi. Glad I didn't hit you. I can't hit you. Taking this thing because I don't know what it does. Where is it? Alright, thing, you're getting on my nerves. Oh, it's up. Take again. Critter. Oh, wow. Anyway.
Good news? Song tells me the security mechanicals booted up and killed a bunch of mantis. Bad news. Diagnostic says their circuit boards are fused from the heat, so they're not too picky about who they kill next. Sneak past if you can. Shoot back if you need to. I can always fix them later.
My sneak skill ain't that high, so yeah. Can't aim. There we go. It's another battle droid down. Bard. Very cool. At least I get some money. Guess we're doing this the long way. Open this door. Okay, so you didn't have any kind of weird robot arm part.
System.
There we go. One down. It's meaning a lot more to go. Privardi out of the way. Just like... I was gonna let Privardi deal with it, but apparently our hammer isn't good against these things. Maybe we need to give her some more ammo. Or, ammo. Weapons. Jump over the... Can I not get over the fence? Really? Fine, I'll do it this way. Alright, whoa. Okay. What do the energy canisters do? I wonder. I don't know. Supposed to go down somehow. It's like a charging port, I guess. That's barred. I need to figure out a way down. So I go up here, go back in here. I am blind. I am very, very blind.
That's the terminal. I have the parts in position on my side. Go ahead and cycle the droplet pumps. And if you don't know what that means, just look for a command that says cycle droplet pumps.
Can do. What the?
Here we go.
What the?
Mess with us.
Alright. There we go. See what you're doing here. Level up. Okay, let's do this. Let's get, let's get that. I'm gonna do a little bit more with that. Since my sneak is already, actually, bump that up a little bit, bump this up a little bit. Bump up stealth. What you got now? Oh, I get a perk for you. Okay. Since you seem pretty adamant about running in there with that battle hammer or whatever of yours, I'm just gonna go ahead and do that. Give her a melee perk. I'm gonna hurt myself. Bunch of dead flies. Let's head back to the engineer lady.
This is Halcyon News. We interrupt your regularly scheduled...
My boards are returning to green. What a weight that is off my shoulders. I don't normally tolerate outsiders mucking about in my station's guts, but you're all right. The temperature should be dropping as we speak. I'll see to it the crew knows who kept us all from boiling alive. If you've got time, I believe Edna has a comms issue that could use your attention. I've also authorized Doc and Furu to sell you our premium meds.
Let's see what you say.
Groundbreaker's safe from melting to bits now. Lots of good people can rest easy because of you. He seems like a nice boy to me. I'm glad you gave him a shot. Yeah, but I got a good feeling about him, is all. I mean, sure, he's a bit rough around the edges. I bet he just needs somebody to show him a better path. That's not exactly what I'm saying. Are we gonna get in trouble today? Not that I want to, just seems to happen around you, that's all. Well, I didn't expect her to be so tall. And did you see the size of her arms?
Knew it.
What? No. Maybe? I don't... It's like somebody reached into my head and pulled out what I didn't know I wanted. You know how hard it is to find anybody who likes working with tools in a little town like Edgewater? I just met her. How could I be? All I know is I want to talk with her more. Did you see how everybody on Groundbreaker listens to Junlei? She's just, here's how to fix it. And they trust her. It's just... she's calm and knows what to do. I wish I was half so confident.
Can I talk to you about that?
Speak your mind. Honestly, I could use the distraction.
Dang it. Trying to get these two lovebirds together.
Hey, you the one who fixed those radiators? Nice work. You really saved our buns. Whenever you're free, let's have a chat. You aiming to send a message? If so, we best do it now while we still got time. Me? No. But our relaying capabilities? That's on the final countdown. We're going offline in 3, 2, 1.5... No. Wait, I've lost track of my weeks. Maybe it was 36 or... sometime dire soon. Our primary relay station's soon to be occluded by a gas giant. Happens every 40 years or thereabouts. The event's forecasted to last for months, during which we'll lose signal to the station.
That'll put the whole system in a right dire situation.
We've got backup auxiliary relays, but the one currently in orbital range went offline some months ago. We can't spare people for routine maintenance. Yeah, I'm working on it. I finally got the chief to approve the budget for a diagnostic expedition. But allocating the personnel loss for sending a technical team to the relay station keeps getting denied by Junlei. The chief. I should say no, but why not? Maybe you can figure out why it's offline. I'll send you with an equipment manual. Hopefully we'll get lucky, or I'll get my approval in time.
Hope you don't mind if I borrow that manual when you're done with it, Captain. I could do with some leisure reading.
Oh, and I'll need you to retrieve a copy of the relay's backup data. I gotta forward any messages from Earth stored in the memory. Better late than never, eh? The relay stations orbit the edge of the Halcyon system, so they tend to receive the majority of any transmissions from Earth. I'm sure the station's got a stack of junk messages just waiting for me to sort through. It's not like they're in high demand. Most tend to be adverts on new products, meaning only folks in Byzantium can afford them.
Alright, I'm heading out. Oh, wrong button. I do that a lot. I think before we do the whole relay thing, Phineas has a weapon there, okay. Actually, what I think we'll do is I'll throw this on there. And we'll go talk to Gladys again and see if she knows anything about the blueprints, and then we'll head over to Phineas's lab. Hello, creepy dude. I'm backing away from you now, because I'm uncomfortable. Right?
If you're here for this week's magazine club meeting, you're a touch late.
No, I'm not.
What do you want, then? My hard-earned wisdom? Ask the common folk, and they'll tell you it's on account of all the monsters on Monarch desperate to gobble you up. Because that's what the board tells them, you see. I think they made some fool mistake that would make them look bad to the rest of the colony, and they're trying to hide the evidence. Anytime, sweetheart. You know where to find me.
That's not what I wanted to do,
It's
so go
almost
back
time
here.
for today's episode of The Chairman's Children. Care to listen with me? I've got a lovely little throw pillow. Just something I toss together. Like to keep my hands busy.
Alright, so I'm looking for some kind of like weapon blueprint, maybe be over here. Oh, this is stuff I sold her. Oh, is that it? I don't know. Well, we'll deal with that later, I guess. That's bathrooms. Turn around and go this way. I don't... Yeah, I'm not gonna slap my family, thanks. That'd be rude. Okay, I hate how fences work. It's like playing Minecraft. You can't jump over fences for some reason. So we're gonna go over to Phineas's lab, we're gonna find the whatever, and then we're gonna get back to main quest. See, so I have my computer up alongside my PS4. Just currently have Discord open, but if I ever need to like Google something, I can. I don't know why I brought that up, but yeah. Another thing I really wish that PS4 had
Do wipe the blood and space dust from your feet in the entry
was the Discord app.
Thank you.
So let's see, we're gonna head over here.
Now arriving at Phineas's top secret orbital lab.
No companions going with me on this one. So the skip drive was made in the 21st century. That's another thing to start trying to maybe could throw kinks in the works for the whole Outer Worlds connected to Fallout theory.
Hello? Can you hear me? Does this work? Oh, damn it, blast, that's loud. I'm just securing my ongoing experiments. And securing myself.
Okay.
Mind the mess. I haven't had a visitor since... in fact, I've never had a visitor.
Didn't mean to pull out the gun on you, pal, sorry.
Oh, thank the law. Your skin hasn't spontaneously changed color. Potential side effect of the revival process. Very rare, but you never know. Right. Welcome to my little habitation, such as it is. I've got caffeinoids, cysty bits, if you're into that sort of thing. So, welcome. Make yourself at home. My secret hideout is your secret hideout.
Sweet.
Not at all, my intrepid accomplice. I should thank you for tolerating my somewhat brusque manner. I only regret that I couldn't save more of your fellow settlers, what with being hunted by the board, and emptying my supply of necessary chemicals. Please, by all means.
I'm here to steal your weird gun thing.
Aha! I see you found my
Shrink
portable
ray.
molecular compression device, better known as a shrink ray. Find a target, point, shoot. Your target will shrink down into a manageable size, whereupon you may commence beating them to a pulp.
Very nice. What is that? Bubbles. Hi. I didn't mean to pull a gun on you, pal. Sorry. What is that? What are you? Oh, there's a dead one. Cysty pig. Oh, that's the thing he was talking about. Ew. I'm sorry, pal. That's a Raptidon in there, I think. Don't know what you're doing with those things. Why are you in here? Why are you in like an aquarium? Alright, whatever, you have your reasons. Not what I wanted to do. Traditional alien blaster. Not necessarily, not from Fallout. This time I'm not trying to make another random Fallout reference. It's just like your generic run-of-the-mill space weapon. Shrink ray. I'm gonna leave well enough alone for that now. We're gonna go back to this. wish there was a way to check the current year. Help me maintain a timeline. So let's see, outside of the game, there's Great War again, but outside of the game, there should be an episode of Worst Games on Steam coming out tomorrow.
Ah, your face is a sight for sore ocular processors, Captain. Or rather, your headgear is.
But I'm planning on getting a...
Welcome back, Captain. Now that you have acquired a nav key to Stellar Bay, would you like me to contact Dr. Wells?
Well done. You'll love Monarch. Exotic climate, violent native species, fascinating culture, really. You'll need to speak with Hiram Blythe. He's known as the information broker, and for good reason. If anyone knows where I can find those chemicals, it's Hiram. I need those chemicals to revive the Hope's colonists. They can help us fight back against the Board. They can help us set things right. If we don't put a stop to the Board, they're going to drive this colony toward a complete societal collapse. You'll see what I mean when you arrive on Monarch. No, never. Monarch is a hotbed of political activity. I can't imagine why Hiram set up shop there. Cuisine, perhaps? I certainly wouldn't call it boring, especially if your idea of fun involves navigating a hostile biosphere populated by carnivorous monsters. You'll want to hire the services of a skilled guide. I recommend a hunter by the name of Nyoka. Frequents the drinking establishments of Stellar Bay. Very hard to miss. Once you have everything you need, make your way to Hiram Blythe's compound. Best of luck. Everyone on the Hope is counting on you.
Alright, so as I was saying... Excuse me.
We are now in orbit above Stellar Bay, Captain. No blockade is a match for my piloting skills.
That's a cool view. But my plan is get an episode of Worst Games on Steam out tomorrow, then stream Modern Warfare tomorrow night. So, just sit back, relax right now, and enjoy the Outer Worlds, though. With you going with me. So whereas last night's stream was an hour, almost an hour of me trying to find some dude, tonight we're actually getting stuff done. Which feels good. Making progress in this game. Something's fishy. Okay. Oh, jeez.
You're hurt! Be careful!
Get up!
That happened. Was there a... Was there a ladder or something I missed? Or just hearing Parvati all sad made me sad. get you two out here. Spacer's choice. Dun 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 dun. Ice, ice, baby. I think my plan for like my first playthrough is to be the good guy, try to do everything that's morally right. Next playthrough is gonna be more of a not really evil, but a bit more mercenary-ish. How am I expected to get down? Oh.
Hey, hold on there. I gotta sign you in.
Who are you?
Don't think I've seen you around. That means you must be new to Stellar Bay. You are new here, right? You must have seen those UDL gunships on your way in. There's only 3 of them these days. Still, they tend to scare folk off. Wish more folk could say that. Gets awful quiet guarding a landing pad that never gets used. You may not have heard, you being new, but Stellar Bay hardly ever gets off-road traffic. Us being cut off by the board and all. Which means I never get to do this part, but I've been practicing, so here goes. On behalf of Monarch Stellar Industries, welcome to Stellar Bay, home of the freshest sal tuna in Halcyon. Please state your name for the records. Swell. There's one for the logs. I'm even gonna give you your own entry code. I'm not supposed to do that. It's against procedure, but Mr. Sanjar isn't so strict about the rules here. Besides, I got a lot of empty entries to fill. We don't get ship traffic in town. Only off-roaders who do make it out here are sublight. They got a base in Fallbrook. And thank the stars for them, or we would have run out of Rizzo's Purple Berry Crunch years ago. Mr. Sandra will be mighty pleased to meet you. If you see him over at headquarters, maybe you could tell him I did a bang-up job of welcoming you? Oh, and if you're headed that way, maybe you could do me a favor? I got this Rizzo's Rangers Tosswell poster coming in on the next sublight shipment, signed by the Black Hole himself. Only I haven't heard anything in a while. You think you could check with Celia to see if it's come in?
Okay.
Thanks a bunch. Celia works for Mr. Sanjar in the MSI building next to the bar. She's always there, so you can't miss her.
So let's check in with Mr. I guess Governor dude. Or the person we're supposed to see here. And then we'll go find your nerd card.
And the little bastard's slippery, right? On account of its blood. So it's sliding. All over the place. Trying to crawl away. Getting so I can't tell the blood from the mud. But I gotta get in there. Get right in that baby rap's stomach and dig it out. If so much as a drop of stomach acid got on that medallion, shit, I don't know what I'd do. Might be I'd hunt every damn wrapped out there. Right. What are you staring? Wait. You ain't from around here. Who are you? Ooh, charmer. Don't get a lot of that around here. Folks mostly grump at me about how I should join the MSI payroll. Nice change of pace. Buy me a drink, will you? Outstanding! What are you doing in Stellar Bay, stranger? Oof. Some hell you've chosen. You must really love fish. That is a fucking shame. Well. Let's get down to brass nuts then, shall we? Wait, that ain't it. Brass rats? Let's talk business. I'm headed back out there after I sober up. You want a guide sooner than that? You'll have to get me something to clear my head.
See what you need.
Outstanding! Our dispensary here maintains a stock of, well, I don't rightly know what they are. Steroid or caffeine somethings? Pills. They're very good. I'm cut off for the month, on account of needing one just about every damn day. But I'm sure you've got your wily ways. Fetch me one and we'll be all set.
Oh, dang it. Don't have high enough medicine for whatever.
That's quitter talk. You want me shooting straight? Give me my meds.
Let's get the dispensary then. Cruising on okay, so it was not a governor at all. It was some drunk in an alley or in a bar, but honestly, I should have expected that from Phineas. There we go.
If Velma's capable of running the warehouse, she can certainly pick up her own caffeinoid.
Don't be so hard on her. With Brack's missing, she's working doubles and needs a little edge.
Very well, dearie. But you stop by any time you like. Hmm? Hello, dearie. Why, I don't believe I've seen you before. And with sweet cheeks like those.
I'm wearing a helmet. You creep.
What can Auntie Abigail do for you? Bless your little heart. You must mean caffeinoid. If it's pep you need, one pill does the deed. Now, dearie, who's this pickup for? I'm so sorry, but with the iconoclasts and the marauder filth chasing away what little trade we get, I'm afraid I have to reserve my supply for Stellar Bay residents. Our reserves have gotten so low, I've even had to start locking the supply room upstairs. Isn't it a shame what some people will do to get a little extra? Isn't it just? I'd make an exception for you if I could, my little cherub. Is there anyone else needing a special pickup from Auntie Abigail? Oh, her. It's none of my business, but I have told her Dr. Williams would bump up her monthly allotment if only she'd join MSI, contribute like the rest of us. Now I've gone and said too much, and you know me, dearie. I don't like.
I don't know you at all, really.
I'm afraid not. Dr. Williams managed the town's allotments from his terminal upstairs. Even I can't access
I'll just
them.
hack it.
Oh, you flatter an old woman. Me, I'm just here to be a pretty face for the customers. And to keep an extra key to the supply room for all the times Dr. Williams misplaced his. Careless experimentation with medicinal substances does take its toll, eventually. In the town graveyard, I'm afraid. Poor man was always searching for the flower of enlightenment. On the way, he tried some rather daring substance combinations. The graveyard's near the southern ruins. You're certainly welcome to pay our respects, but the bodies tend to attract beasties.
Okay.
You're gonna go tussle with some raptidons? because I've been practicing my dropkick.
Do be careful. I'd hate for anything to happen to you, dearie.
Okay.
Chin up, dearie. If Velma's capable of running the warehouse, she can certainly pick up her own.
Alright, let's find the dude so we can get the caffeine. Cruising on down Main Street. You're relaxing, feeling good. Next thing that you know, you're singing.
Wrapped and painted eyes, right here.
Sir, please, I need your help. I can pay.
What now?
Oh, thank you for stopping. Everyone acts like nothing's wrong, like my little boy isn't at risk of being eaten by some vile creature. Please, you have to help me get my little Tucker back. He ran away and is going to get himself killed. Oh, I just know a raptidon is melting him with acid as we speak. Don't you tell me to calm down. I promised my boy I'd protect him for always. But how can I keep him safe if he's run away? He ran out into the wilderness a few days ago. I warned him about the raptidons, mantisaurs, and marauders, the toxic sulfur pools, and poisonous glands, but he didn't listen.
Oh, law, Captain. A youngster won't last long in a place like this. Please, can't we help?
Please, won't you go and find my boy? He's been pining for an adventure. Says he's tired of living cooped up behind the walls. But he doesn't understand how dangerous it is out there. I warned him. A raptidon would snap him up first chance it got. I just know one's ripped his arm off and is gnawing on his sweet little fingers.
You need to be more optimistic, man.
Should have listened to his mama. I promised I'd keep him safe here with me. He's been listening to those awful broadcasts that the iconoclasts put out. I begged Sanjar to put a stop to them, but did he? No! And now I just know my boy's run off to Amber Heights. That is, if a manta queen hasn't spooled out and eaten his entrails for breakfast already.
You're always assuming the worst.
That old settlement, southwest of Stellar Bay. I don't know which is worse, the thought of my son shacking up with the nutty iconoclasts, or that he never made it. Sprats could be nesting in his rotting body alongside the road as we speak. Or maybe marauders got him, pulled all his teeth out, crushed him into their drugs and made him snort them. Oh, the things that could happen to my sweet baby.
You have a disturbing mind.
Those low-life degenerates, leading innocent boys into a life of danger. Oh, they make it sound so exciting. Like it's noble to risk it all out there, fighting for the greater good.
Not sure I'm seeing the problem here.
You're one of them, aren't you? You should be ashamed of yourself, young man. Just as your mama would be. How noble is it to worry your loved ones? Not at all, I say. But still they preach their sermons of anarchy and rebellion to anyone who'll listen. If they weren't holed up in Amber Heights, I'd knock them all upside the head. Thank you. Oh, I know he'll be safe now that someone's able to fetch him home. You look for him in Amber Heights, you hear? It's down the road southwest of town. I'm sure he made it that far. I just know it. And if you find any of them iconoclasts indoctrinating my boy, you punch them in the mouths. Tell them what I think of them luring little boys away from their mamas. It's immoral.
Are you sure your name isn't Karen? You're gonna need to speak to my manager. Alright, we're going over here now. We're gonna find this kid. And then we'll go back to the main stuff. Because I'd hate to leave a kid out there on his own. Although, last night's stream was an hour and 20 minutes, so I'm planning on ending it around an hour and 15 tonight. So that gives us about 20 minutes. Because I'm starting to get tired and I'd like to get that video, finish the editing, and get that out. But here we are.
Always wanted to visit Stellar Bay. Taking the sights, the sounds, the... Wait, what's that smell?
Eyes up!
Nobody messes with you, boss!
Well, that's gotta hurt.
Get out of here. It's a lot of them.
That's the last of him.
Good job, team. Let's take a shortcut, head over the hills. Yeah, I probably have to deal with some more of those stupid raptidons, but...
Here we go!
What the... Pavarti, back up. I know you have a shotgun that's close range, but still don't get yourself killed out there. It's not worth it. Since there was a ringleader over here. I don't know where his body went. He died around here. There's a lookout. Oh, no. Oh, there he is. Does this get me closer?
Nice hit. Everyone all right?
Yep. Oops. Probably some more marauders over here.
Here we go!
Execute.
Bouncing off!
You gotta get past that armor.
That was kind of cool. I honestly just wanted to try it out and see what it did. Okay. That's disappointing. Another barricades are probably more marauders. Alright, so this time there's no robot dude.
Everyone all right?
Let's see, so first dude died here. Second dude died right there. Just walked on the third dude's corpse, I think. No, there it is. Gonna head up the road now. Amber Heights. Let's go.
Well, hello, and welcome to the home of the Iconoclasts. I'm Rose. Please take a pamphlet. In it, you'll find everything you need to know about Graham, his Philosophist Truths, and the Iconoclast Way. He wrote it himself, you know.
Joshua Graham.
Oh no, I'm so sorry. I keep forgetting we're out of pamphlets. Gosh blast it.
Gosh blast it.
Why, we're the only free people in Halcyon. No corporations, no shackles, no problems. Oh, those are just hurdles. We deal with them as they come. You're welcome to stay with us, so long as you can earn your keep. The new boy! Yes, he's quite clever. He took to our teachings very quickly. Last I saw him, he was headed into one of the buildings up the hill.
You know, when I heard Iconoclast, I honestly...
Infamous Amber Heights.
Everybody here looks wore out. Is it just me?
I honestly thought it was gonna be like a group of like... I misheard it as like Ironclad. So I thought it was gonna be like a bunch of like Brotherhood of Steel type. I know I keep making so many Fallout references, but it's hard for me at this point. I'm thinking about like, some either like Clone Commandos, Brotherhood of Steel dudes, somebody in imposing armor, but then there's just a bunch of like religious people.
Looks like I'm not the only new face around here. What do I call you, stranger?
I was expecting somebody a bit younger, whatever.
Welcome to Amber Heights, Captain. Call me Tucker. You here to join the Iconoclasts? Help us free this world? I am not a little boy. Haven't been one for decades, no matter what my mama wishes. I take it she's still looking for me? I'd hope she'd accept my decision. According to her, stepping foot outside of the house in broad daylight is too dangerous. My entire life, she crammed a fear of danger down my throat. Don't go play with friends. Mantisaurs will tear your arms off. Don't leave the city. Raptidons will spit acid on your face. Marauders can violate you. You'd fall in a sulfur pool. I stuck around way too long, ruled by her fears. I'm 42 years old, but she still sees me as a little boy in need of her protection. I won't stand for it, I tell you. Stars, I don't know. My mama's a stubborn woman. She won't quit until I'm dead.
That can be arranged.
Felix Millstone, don't you dare.
You know, That might
Oh.
just work. You go back and tell her you found my body beside the road, all mangled and tore up. If she believes me dead, she won't look for me no more. I hate to think of her grieving, but it'll be good for her to move on. In the long run, you know? Oh, right. I guess you could take my daddy's ring. I've worn it ever since he died. Mama would recognize it right away. You take this back to Stellar Bay. Tell my mama I died and you found that on my body. I know it'll be hard on her, but it's the only way.
You know what? You know, there is the option that I could have convinced him to go home. But he seems happier here. He's 42, and his entire life he's been cooped up in Stellar Bay because his parents or his
Seems like a
mom.
nice little town, except for all the dead critters.
Because his mom was so bloody paranoid. So, while I don't want to hurt this person either, it's best that she moves on and that Tucker can live his life. Because, well, I don't know, maybe there'll be like an alternative where if I told him to go home, I could also tell him to, you know, make amends. Like, communicate with her, talk to her, saying, I'm tired of being cooped up. Here's this. You know, I'm grown up enough to handle myself on my own without your protection. But I don't know. You know, maybe down the road he'll decide it's time to cut the crap, cut the ruse, and show myself again that I am in fact alive, and then just get on with it. But we'll see what happens. It's going to hurt her. No doubt about it. But it might be what Tucker needs more.
Oh, you're back. Please tell me you found my baby boy. Where is he? Where's my little Tucker?
Tucker wanted me to tell you that he died.
No, that can't be true. Not my little boy, not my baby. Wait, are you sure it wasn't someone else? Maybe my little boy's all right. How could you know it was him? That's Tucker's ring. His daddy gave it to him and he never took it off since. How did you... No, no, it can't be. He's not dead. Not my child. Not my sweet Tucker. I promise I always look out for him. Take the money. Just please leave me to grieve.
I feel bad now. Oh, I feel really bad now. I feel like the scum of the earth. But, you know, I feel like in the end, like, once again, it's one of these, like, weird choices Obsidian throws at you. So, I feel like that's the best choice, that Tucker gets to live his life, and that over time, his mom will accept the fact that he is, quote-unquote, dead, and be able to move on. Not gun. Actually, I think we're not going to do anything else. I think it's time that we... Uh-oh. Okay, froze up for a second. I think it's time that we call it a stream. It's almost been an hour and 15 minutes, which was my allotted time for tonight. Not really because I had to, but just the time I'm setting for myself. I hope you all enjoyed the stream. Hope you had fun. Tomorrow night, gonna be streaming Call of Duty Modern Warfare, and then later on this week we'll be back here in the Outer Worlds. Now I might play this game off camera, but next stream will pick off wherever it is I leave off, whether it's here, if I decide not to play until my next stream, or if it's after I've done some more questing or whatever. We'll see where we are in a few days. But again, I hope you all enjoyed the stream, and have a great night. As always, Max of the Beast is out.